I'm officially 32 weeks pregnant, and this is the state of the nursery. I do understand that you do not need to have a nursery set up and ready to go for when baby is born, but I don't want to wait until she's 9 months old until we transform this room. Plus, it's my first baby, and I have been looking forward to decorating her nursery since I found out that I was pregnant, and I'm so excited to take you guys along with me in transforming this. We have already done kind of the grunt work, so we're kind of just starting from scratch in this room. We ended up tearing out the carpet because it was in here from the last homeowners and it was absolutely disgusting. And so we're gonna be putting hardwood flooring in. And then I have already filled the holes on the walls because this actually used to be my old office and we hung up a lot of things on the walls. So I already filled those. I just need to sand them and then retexturize them before we start painting. I'm also going to be repainting the ceiling just because we might as well, if we're already going to be painting the walls, just give the ceiling a little refresh. So that is first on the to-do list. Let's get to sanding and texturizing the walls and then get to painting. Phase one of the nursery is officially complete. We have freshly painted walls and ceiling, and then we put the new hardwood flooring in, and it looks so good. Now, I just wanted to address the elephant in the room. As of right now, we will not be doing anything with the windows, and that is because eventually we plan to get them replaced, because as you can see here, this is a broken window, but it's just not in our budget right now. And plus, curtains are going to be covering them the majority of the time, and so I'm not worried about it, and so I feel like neither should you. Also, the door currently is not going to be the same color as the trim or the floor, but once summer comes around, we plan to sand it down and then restain it. But as you can see here, we have the new trim. We just got regular pine wood. I think they are 1x8 if I remember correctly, and then we just stained them ourselves. The stain that we ended up going with is from Minwax, and it is in Mocha 280. So phase two of the nursery is that we need to install the trim all around the bottom and then around door as well as the closet, and then we also are going to be building the closet. Now we're kind of taking like a shortcut when it comes to building the closet out. I ordered some cube organizers off of Target because they were having a sale with their Bright Room brand, and so what we'll be doing is we will be building a 4 single-tiered cube organizer, and then we have a 2-tiered for the bottom and then an extra 1 to go on top of the 4. It'll make a lot more sense once you see us kind of like building it and putting it together. And then we will just get like the dowel things for hanging the clothes on and then adding a few shelves. I know you probably are confused by all of that of what I just said, but trust me, it's gonna make a lot more sense once you see us starting to build it and putting it together. And this is just gonna make our lives so much easier, especially because it is the middle of the winter. So without further ado, let's get rolling into phase 2. It has been a few days since I last talked to you guys, but phase 2 is like halfway done. We got the baseboards in and the trim done, but we kind of had to pivot from the closet because the things that I had ordered for it, we realized that it's like 2 inches too long and you can't really do anything about it. And so we have to come up with like a new idea for that, which is actually a lot harder than you guys think it is because that closet is absolutely tiny. Not even a 6 cube organizer would fit the lawn way. It's literally 43 inches long and the 6 cube organizer is 43.8 inches long. And that was before like we put the trim in on the inside of the closet because I was gonna wait and see. So yeah, that ended up not working out. And so we're kind of pivoting. And so in a few days, we're gonna go and get to the stuff to hopefully finish the closet. And so phase 2 isn't fully completed, but we are gonna move on to phase 3 because the packages are piling up in my living room. But phase 3 is putting together all the furniture that we have received for this room. So that is her rocking chair. We're gonna put down her rug, build her crib, as well as build her dresser. So let's get going. After 10 weeks, the nursery is officially done. Baby girl has already made her arrival and we got this nursery done just in time. So let me show you around. So first, I'm gonna show you her closet that we built ourselves. Yes, I know it looks really stacked full, but a majority of her clothing is hung up just because I personally like to see things because out of sight, out of mind, and I'm a very forgetful person. But we just have some things up here for storage And then of course we have newborn, 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6. And then these are all extra sleep sacks down here. Backing you up just a little bit, but we have extra sleep sacks down here, and then any of the outdoor like little onesies to wear. Sorry, this is not the best angle, but it's what we are working with right now. I did get these cube organizers from Walmart. They are the perfect tan color. They match her rug so perfect, as well as the curtains that you'll see. But that is the closet. Quickly though, before we move on to the rest of the room, I do want to show you this organizer that is on her door. This is such a handy tool. I think I first saw it on TikTok, if I'm being honest. I did have to sew down the straps a bit more just because this got to be a little bit too heavy. But on here, I just have my little baby wrap up here, easy to grab. And then we have 2 things of extra diapers. This is like her medicine. So we have extra vitamin D drops, gas relief, cold and flu relief, thermometer, nail filer, and we also have the nose sucker. Then this one that you guys cannot see, we have extra burp cloths, and then one below it we have a bunch of extra wipes. Because this is such a small room, we don't have a ton of space for organization, and so we are just trying to use what we have, and this organizer is just super handy for that. But you can of course use it for a bunch of different things. And then here on the sides, as you can see, I just have extra lotions. This Miss Mouth's stain remover is amazing. Like, I don't know what I've done without this in my life. I use it for my own clothes because I spill myself a lot. So even if you don't have kids, I definitely recommend this. And then just any of like the samples that I've been given too. But it has pockets on both sides of this, so it's just extra storage. All right, moving on. First off, we have a dog bed right here. This is Susie's dog bed. She loves to lay in this when we are rocking Layla in her recliner. And so we of course had to get one that matched the room too. And then I love this crib so much. I love that it has bookshelves on both sides of it. This is a small room. We are trying to utilize as much storage space as possible. And so the more that furniture has storage on it, the better. This is the crib that we ended up going with. I wanted a crib that was neutral that we could use for a boy and a girl. And so this one is actually the Graco Read With Me 4-in-1 convertible bookshelf crib with drawer in hazelnut. And I don't know if you can see this on the bottom, but this drawer does come out. So extra storage, of course. And then the mattress that we just ended up going with was the Delta Children Night Sky 2 Stage Crib Toddler Mattress. I'm literally just reading this from my order form so that I don't get anything wrong for you guys. But we got her crib skirt and then her mattress cover all from Amazon. I will have everything linked in the description for you guys if you're interested in literally anything in here. I will at least try my best to find everything, because some things I did thrift and some things I have bought new or have been given. Proof that Susie likes her bed in this room. Then we have her name sign. This is so exciting because we kept her name from literally everyone. We didn't even tell our parents. And so it's just crazy that people officially know her name and like call her by her name. But we got her a name sign just off of Etsy. I did have to pay extra to get it re-stained because the first stain that I picked, I was like, this is not gonna match at all. Why did I pick this? So then I contacted the seller and she said that she would happily restain it for me just for like a small fee, which I think it was only like $10. But the name sign, it turned out so good. It like literally brings the whole room together, I feel like. Next up, we just have her crib camera, which I got from Walmart. And then over here, we have more books on this side and just a little 2-cube organizer that actually has toys in it on the top. Little like play mats and stuff like that for as she's doing tummy time. And then we have this basket that I thrifted with extra bunny stuffed animals. You will see a theme in this nursery that bunnies are a big thing. I don't know why, but bunnies were kind of just drawing me this whole pregnancy, and so there's a lot of bunny references and like bunny stuffed animals. And then of course we have an air purifier. Then up here we have 2 shelves. These shelves are from Amazon. They came in a pack of 4. You'll see the other 2 on the other side of this window. This entire display is actually all thrifted items. I thrifted this book when I first found out that I was pregnant, and then once I found out that we were having a girl, girl, I was actually on Whatnot, which I never go on. I just randomly went on one day and I saw this little stork and it says it's a girl in the year 2000, and that's the year that I was born. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so perfect in baby girl's nursery. It's like a little piece of me as well, like in her nursery sort of thing. And then I actually had ChatGPT do these portrait pictures of the dogs. I literally just put in there the picture and then I said create a painting, watercolor painting of this dog and then make it look realistic with a cream background, and that's what it gave me, and it honestly fit perfectly. And then I thrifted this little trinket of 2 bears with flowers. It does say May, so I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be part of like a calendar thing, but I just thought it would fit perfectly in her room. You'll also see like a little theme of bears too. Then we have this piggy bank, which I used to have one when I was younger, just like this. It just had a different design on the front, but when I saw this at the thrift store, I knew I had to pick it up for her, and I just put my extra change in it, so that's why she already has like a pretty decent sized piggy bank for only being 4 weeks old. Before we move on to my favorite corner of this room, I have to just let you guys know about the windows and the curtains that I decided. I knew with this room that I wanted to play with a ton of different textures, so whether that be like solid wood or the purple mauve, I didn't want it to all be like kind of solid colors and only have the rug be kind of like the pop of the room, if that makes sense in any way. Mind you, I am not an interior designer. I wish. I decided to go with these blackout gam curtains from Amazon. I did have to wait like 2.5 weeks for them to come in, but they are so worth it. I just paired it with this double curtain rod from Amazon in gold, and then with these sheer white curtains underneath. And I feel like it just elevates the room a little bit more too. Now, for my favorite corner of this room, we have those 2 shelves again from Amazon, and up here I thrifted this picture frame, and I actually finished this probably 2 weeks ago, so she was already 2 weeks old by the time I finished it, but I just like didn't know what I wanted to put in these 3 picture frames right here. I of course figured it out, so I just have a Polaroid picture of from when I did like an at-home Valentine's Day shoot by myself, and then on the right side, Cole and I just both wrote I love you. I've been seeing that trend like all over TikTok and Pinterest of your loved ones writing that down, and I just didn't have the time before we took newborn photos in here, but I think I really do want to just stick with just Cole's and I's handwriting on that. And for the background of both of them, I just used some fabric that I had downstairs. We do have a ceramic bunny up here as well, and I actually got that in the Target Bullseye section. I just went to Target randomly, and I of course always had to check out the Bullseye section whenever I go there, and I saw the bunny and I was like, this is literally going to be perfect for baby girl's room. And then on this second shelf, we have a picture of baby girl herself from when we were at the hospital, and then we have this book right here that Cole actually got for Christmas from his mom, and I just thrifted this goose container. It has nothing in it. I just thought it was a cute little trinket to put on the shelving because I really just did not know what to put on the shelves. And then my friend actually thrifted baby girl, thrifted this cute little pink bear, and it's having like a little picnic, and so I had to put that by the bear book. And we of course have a personalized sweater for Miss Layla to wear for all of her monthly picture updates. I'm excited to see her grow into it. Next we have this recliner, or glider some people call it. I also just got this from Target, but this chair is super comfy. I personally really like it. I didn't want too big of a chair, but I also didn't want a chair that I felt like I was falling off of. It also reclines, and on it I just have this blanket that I got for Christmas from Cole's mom. It's funny because Cole's mom didn't even know what we were doing with the nursery, because like at the time of Christmas we didn't even know what we were doing, but this matches the rug in this nursery perfect, the pink tones out of it, and so it kind of just draws that. Now on to my favorite favorite wall. This is my favorite corner, but this is my favorite wall. I worked so hard on this, and fun fact, I actually finished this wall while I was having contractions the day I gave birth. So up here we just have this little pennant, I think that's what it's called, that says girlhood. I actually made that myself and cut out each letter by hand. Don't know why I didn't use my Cricut. I guess I was just, you know, feeling very, very crafty that day because it took me 2 hours just to make that. And then over here we have just 2 ultrasound pictures of baby girl, and then we have this sign that says how lucky are we. I've been seeing that on Pinterest, and I just got that print from Etsy. Right above it we have a gold oval picture frame with a fabric backing. Again, it's just 3 pictures from the announcement photo shoot that we did when we were announcing that we were pregnant. Then to the right in the basket we have dried flowers. It's so funny because the colored flowers in this, so the pink and purple flowers, I actually got from a booth neighbor at an event in October, and so they actually went perfect with her room. And then for the baby's breath, I actually dried those myself. Those are from her announcement pictures, which is so sentimental and sweet and are a perfect addition. And then right below it, I know it's not like meaningful or anything like that, but it's just a fabric bow. I wanted to have another element on this wall that was kind of coming out of the wall. And fun fact, I actually made and hung up that bow while I was having contractions, and like literally 3 hours later we were at the hospital and I was giving birth. Last but not least, in this little corner we have our little side table here. I just got this from Amazon. I kept going back and forth whether or not I wanted to do a wood tone or a white one, and I just ended up settling on the wood tone, and I think it looks great in the space. I do have the Hatch Baby sound machine and light that will be going on that. The bunny will have its arms on it, that I'm thinking, but right now that is in our bedroom because obviously she sleeps in her bassinet right next to me at night, and we use that for sound and light during feedings at night. But this is what the rug looks like. I just got it from Amazon, and I've actually had this rug picked out since we found out that we were having a girl. So I just think it's so cute, and I pretty much just based the room off of this rug. Last but not least is this side of the room. This is obviously just where we will be dressing her and changing her, but we of course have the same curtains and everything as the last window. And then over here we actually have an accordion rack. I really wanted to thrift one of these, but I could not find one for the longest time. Like, I have been looking since summer and I could not find one anywhere. So I just ended up ordering one off of Amazon. I really wanted to thrift it, but we couldn't find one. So Amazon it was. But this is just holding like her robe and then her towels as well as carriers. And then right below it is her laundry hamper. I ended up getting this from Home Goods, and I had like an idea of a hamper that I wanted to have for her room. I know that sounds so stupid, but I didn't want like an ugly plain looking one, and I could not find one on Amazon or like Walmart or Target for the life of me. And like I had an idea of what I wanted, but it wasn't until I went to Home Goods and I saw this and I was like, that is the hamper. That's exactly what I was looking for. But it's just a wicker hamper with scallops on it, and then it's got a liner on the inside that you can take out. Moving on to her dresser, we decided to turn this into a changing table as well. One, I don't know what I would put on this dresser if it wasn't a changing table, and two, we have no room for a changing table in this room, and so we kind of got to work with what we have. But this dresser is also from Target. It matches her crib. It's from Graco as well. I think it's like the Graco Sasha dresser in hazelnut. And what's really cool about this dresser is when you pull one drawer out, you cannot open up any other drawers to prevent it from falling over. I thought that was a really cool feature. But her changing table is just skip hop. It's also from Amazon. And then this isn't a wipe warmer. I don't really see a point in those, but it is a wipe holder, and let me tell you, this is a game changer. I also got this from Amazon, and it is so worth the money. You literally just click it when you're doing changings, and then you're able to grab a wipe right off the top. Very slick and easy because of the weight that's on here, and it's just it makes my life so much easier when we are changing her on this changing table because you don't have to hassle with the wipe bag. And then right behind it, we have this little flower basket that I also got in the Target Bullseye section. It just holds her diapers, creams, hand sanitizer, and lotion. And then we of course have her mirror right here. It took me forever to find a mirror that Cole and I both agreed on, but we ended up going with this kind of dark gold brass mirror. I just knew that I wanted a big mirror and I wanted it to be a long mirror instead of just like a circular mirror or like a tall mirror. And then right above it, we put this little sign that says, "Isn't she lovely?" I actually also got this from Amazon. Came in a regular wood tone and I just spray painted it white to match her room a little bit better. But I feel like if we didn't have that above the mirror, this would not look complete at all in my opinion. So yeah, that is the nursery tour. I truly am just obsessed with how this room turned out. It truly is the nursery of my dreams. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this, but I'm so happy with the outcome and I would do it all over again. Again, I will try and have everything linked in the description for you guys, whether that's on Amazon or on my ShopMy. I will try my best to find everything that I can, but I'm so excited for this next chapter. I'm excited to bring you guys along with me, and I just cannot believe that she's officially here. But with that, I'm gonna end the video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.